We are inside the NOVO Guitars chamber somewhere in Nashville, Tennessee. You could probably find it on their website, but let's just say it's a secret location. I have all these different guitars I'm gonna try out and figure out what goes into a good guitar if I were shopping, which... Can I have one of these?
Sure.
Nice. I'm gonna give you one of these too though, right?
Yes.
I get to give, okay. So I'm gonna pick one of these guitars. Travis is so nice to allow me to keep one of these. I don't know, there's a lot of guitars in here. We'll see what I can get away with. This guitar I'm not gonna give you. You're gonna have to either fast forward or watch the video for what guitar I'm gonna be giving away to you. The details will be in the description. In fact, I'm probably gonna zap in my future self because I don't even know what the giveaway details are. Here they are.
Yeah, it's actually pretty simple. You just click on the link in the description, put in your email, and somebody's randomly chosen to win. It's like most giveaways. I didn't need to come out of the future for this, but I'm happy to be here. Link in the description. Win a NOVO guitar.
This first guitar is the best seller.
That is, yeah, the Ceres J.
Why do you think it's the best seller?
For whatever reason, people gravitated toward it. I think the popularity of offsets in the last few years has kind of fueled that. The Mastery vibrato system, a couple of Fralin P90s, so it's got a little bit more of a muscular kind of a tone to it. It can still clean up and do a beautiful chimey thing, but it can rock too.
What have we here? What is this delightfully swamp-looking thing? It kind of looks like algae.
Good. It's a good call with the swamp ash body, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the Miris J. Essentially, you can think of it as a hollow body version or semi-hollow body version of the Ceres J. The main difference being the fact that obviously the body's hollow and the body on that guitar, rather than being tempered pine, is swamp ash.
And it weighs about like not 7 pounds.
Probably not quite, yeah. A lot of those come in sub 7 pounds. So the Idris is our newest model, came out a couple of years ago, you know, the Stratty kind of shape.
Still offset though.
Yes, yeah, so Dennis Fano, we affectionately refer to him as DF around here. He's always got to put his own little twisted spin on everything. Him imagining what would it have looked like if Ted McCarty and Leo Fender and Roger Rossmeisel from Rickenbacker were all under one roof designing these guitars. Taking a riff on kind of a Strat shape, pushing the design a little bit to make it a little more offset. One of the things that we've become known for, which is a tempered pine body on that. And you can see that real tight grain pattern there, two-piece pine body. We've got Fralin Vintage Hot Strat pickups in there. We've got a volume tone and then a blend knob where depending on the position you're in, you can blend in the third pickup.
Oh, that's cool. So this is bridge. I can pull a neck. Oh, so that makes a bridge pickup on a Strat usable.
Exactly, it kind of fattens and rounds it out. The thing I love most about that guitar is the man-made trim. That trim is just a killer Strat style 6-screw trim.
wonder where the input's gonna be on this one.
It's a fun game to play.
What have we here? A single pickup.
So that's our single cut model. It's called the Solus. Affectionately refer to the M1 around here as kind of like the tone machine. The wrap over bridge, the single P90, just all that real estate on the guitar, and it's something about that shape and that configuration. It just...
I think I sounded the most like myself on this guitar, weirdly. It's not that there's nowhere to go, but it's a fun sort of limitation.
Yeah, that dog ear P90 on there is a Fralin as well, but it's a 5% overwound, so it's just it's got a little more juice to it.
A little extra hotness.
Yeah.
So, which one of these guitars should we give away? I think there's one more. There's one more, right? That I was playing. All right, I'll get it. Big reveal, drum roll. There it is. In all its glory. What is this, Travis?
That's a Voltour V2.
This one was definitely one of my favorites in the lineup.
It is a slightly offset, well, more than slightly, it's an offset guitar. Things that are reminiscent of a Gibson shape there, but you've got the chopped telly bridge. It gives it a real kind of lively, wiry sound on the low strings. We've got the Fralin humbucker in there, which is a great humbucker that also sounds incredible when you split it.
That's cool. I didn't notice that little guy.
Yeah, you've got that push splits the humbucker. The humbucker is designed so that when it splits, I think the coils are not totally balanced, so one's a little hotter. So when it splits, it sounds really great, even in the split setting. It doesn't get, you know, sometimes when you split a humbucker, they can sound kind of weak.
Yeah. See, that's really nice. That's like a Foo Fighters. Travis, shall we go take a look in the back? See how all these things are made?
Let's see it.
And if you guys are interested in Novo Guitars, you're gonna see the handmade process. There are some machines back there. I saw some fancy things, but the attention to detail of these guitars is absolutely incredible.
If you want, we can just spec out what you want and build you something. Because not every one of the guitars we play today is available. Some of those are going to dealers.
Yeah, I figured that for sure. Into the Novo factory we go. Through the labyrinth.
Into the bowels.
Into the depths.
This is Brian Nutter. He joined our team a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Some of you might be familiar with Brian because, one, he used to play guitar for Keith Urban for how many years?
A lot.
I've heard of him.
Yeah. But in addition to that, he started building his own guitars years ago. Mm-hmm. We've actually known each other for years because I used to work for Sir Guitars before here. But Brian recently, about 2 months ago, joined our team here as our head luthier. So he's helping to kind of guide and train and direct our production staff here as we're just continuing to grow and scale, and more people are wanting Novos, so we've got to build them faster.
Oh yeah. So wood comes in the back door, cuts it down to more of like a workable dimension into body blanks, and using the biggest and scariest resaw blade you've ever seen in your life, we will slice off the top of that. All in one hit. So that will come off, and this will get glued on later to be the top. Once the body shape's been cut, all of our roasted maple to heat the wood up, and then the internal saps and such will sort of crystallize and stabilize the wood considerably. It makes for a really nice neck and gives the neck a really cool color as well. At one of our 2 CNC operations, both of these Lagunas do all of the bodies and filler strips and a few other things. So here's Brant working on a mirror now. So the top's been re-glued. Once they're cut, they come in here to fretting, where we will put in inlay. We'll level the fretboard just over here and press in all the frets into this fancy schmancy cabinet right here, which is a flex machine. And the flex machine, we cut the nut, we level all the frets, and then we re-crown everything. We're able to scan each individual neck and determine its relief, how much fall away we put into it. We can determine nut spacing. We can even, God forbid, something happened with the Haas and it cut the nut slot, or not the nut slot, but it cut the fret slots in the wrong spot. We can recut them here at the flex machine.
You're on a roll, man. Keep going.
The binding still has to have a uniform thickness from nut to final fret and not rolled in too much. Here's where we take bodies that have come from the machine, get all of the machine marks out, get everything nice and smooth, and get it ready for paint. This is every finish currently at Novo. Almost. There's a few others that Dennis and I are cooking up. We haven't made cards for yet.
Is this what you were cooking up?
That's one of them.
Unreleased finish.
So once we leave the paint department, we come on out here, stuff immediately goes into the freezer.
Oh yes, the freezer.
So that we can crack the finish. So all of the lacquer will check. We use a very specialized lacquer that doesn't have any of what you would hear people refer to as plasticizer. So it is a no plasticizer lacquer that will crack under extreme temperature situations. Bodies and necks go through the freezing process before they come in here to full distressing, where we got Zane and Lydia who rub stuff all over it and beat it with rocks and do all kinds of cool stuff.
The people need to know about this because I've never really heard of this.
Yeah, man.
It might be normal in your world.
You gotta have your favorite rock.
Yeah, Dennis is really a big fan of the rock. That's what does like 90% of it. He's very particular about his rocks.
It sort of embodies the guitars that you guys make. This rock is exactly like the guitars. Just like perfectly worn in.
Been 3 years of touching that thing over and over.
Yeah. A railroad spike?
Yeah, occasional guest in the process. It's taken from.
If you feel the need to use that before I'm out of here, let me know.
Belt buckle rash, and you can see the checking in the lacquer from the freezer. Bunch of different dings, arm wear, dirt, if you will.
Yeah, you put, like, that's the difference too, is there's like physical dirt and like debris inside some of that, just like in the little nuances. Like, how do you know when it's done, I guess? That's a creative eye, but like, how much time do you allot?
That depends on the distress level, because we have extra light, and medium. Medium, this is a medium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so mediums get quite a bit of attention, whereas lights, or XLs really, XLs get very little attention. They get cracked and then they get put away. That's it.
Gotcha.
Cracked meaning they get lacquer checking. In the back of the neck for Lydia, we'll go from this. Do you have graphite on that one? Something like that.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and the feel of it is exquisite.
Feels like that rock.
Silky smooth. Then on up here is where all the parts become a guitar. We've got Eric, Will, and Bill.
Hello again, boys.
In the assembly room here. Will's just finished up this super snazzy Idris.
All right, play your lick for the internet.
Look for the internet. Oh boy.
Which one do you whip out?
Here we go. No licks. I got some chords for you.
Chords are good.
Expensive chords, man.
Whoa, I can't afford those, man. Hey.
He's got to get his money's worth out of that jazz degree.
Absolutely.
I think that one's ready to go.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Gorgeous. You know, one of the things I think is so cool about what these guys do is even on a flaky, sparkly finish, you can still see and feel the wood grain through that. I mean, that's remarkable to me.
Look at this guy down on a knee.
Down on the knee.
Bending the knee to the Novo.
It's full contact assembly.
Everyone, man. Everyone.
It's a full body workout.
This is cool.
This is also the room where the team does all their push-ups.
Yes.
Yes.
We have push-up.
Real chemistry in this room. Ready to go guitars to be assembled.
Then once they come out of the assembly room, they usually go right here to await quality control, and then they're set over here.
ready to be invoiced.
And they ship out the door.
Indeed. Looks like you got some guitars to ship.
We do.
Some guy's gonna see this and be like, hey, I still haven't gotten mine.
Yeah, wait a minute. That's my guitar.